South Florida, welcome to another live edition of the Real Estate Show. We are South Florida's #1 program about real estate. We are America's longest running daily radio show about real estate. And we are the Real Estate Show here that's heard live Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, live at 5 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that you bookmark it and remind yourself to join us every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time as we talk about real estate from all angles in all perspectives. We start out the week always with our Mondays on a mission, where we lay out the week's agenda, the topic of the week, and sort of the theme that will be going down. And yesterday we had a really interesting Monday on a mission there, talking about the whole concept of the advantages of real estate. You know, last week we talked about whether it was better to buy or to rent. And in 48 out of 50 different MSAs, the answer, the calculation, the analysis came back that it is better to own right now with record low interest rates, in spite of the competition for all of, or not all of, not enough of the inventory. It is in your interest. It's in everybody's interest. And it's, part of the American dream. Of course, that's our mission here. Our mission here is to educate our listeners and to empower you to own real estate. And if you already own real estate, to own more real estate. Real estate is, in fact, the best investment vehicle out there. It is the ideal investment vehicle out there, between the potential to earn perpetual income on rent for as long as you own the property, ever increasing perpetual income, the tax advantages, the equity advantages, both forced and natural, the appreciation, and those are very different things, not to mention the ability to control a lot of real estate with a relatively small amount of money, thereby giving, some leverage advantages. So we were talking yesterday, for example, all of the different benefits that there were in owning real estate. So we were talking why you want to own real estate. We talked about some non-financial benefits like the pride of ownership. We talked about, it just feels good to have a place that's truly your own, that you can make it your own, especially since, a person's home often becomes an expression of who they are. And so you can customize it to your liking. And it can also be an expression of what you are, who you are, what your values are. We talked about how real estate can enhance your psychological health, and there's medical data to back that up. It will increase your health, your longevity, your happiness, and not to mention your sense of security. And we talked also about civic participation and what it does for a community, a neighborhood, an area, even the city. We talked also then about the financial benefits. And by the way, all of what I'm talking about is recorded and it is available for you to hear again on demand. If you want to listen to any one of the real estate shows, not only can you listen to us live on several stations here in South Florida, the 1470, our original AM station going way, way back, to our FM station at 96.9, 95.3, 106.9. And those are the ones that I always remember. You can also listen to us on iHeartRadio. So if you happen to go outside of the radio wave footprint, you can just tune in to iHeartRadio or the TuneIn app or the Spreaker app. But on any one of those, just search for WWNN 1470, and you'll hear us crystal clear no matter how far away you are. Now, we have regular listeners on our radio show, either through iHeartRadio, either through our live simulcast on our website. That's right. You can also, I forgot to mention that, you can also listen to our radio show on our website at automaticlandlord.com. That's automaticlandlord.com. Just click on the Real Estate Show tab at the top of the page. You have the choice of listening to us live at 5, Monday through Friday, or at night on Sunday night when we do our Real Estate Show Marathon, when from 9 o'clock on, you can listen to all of our week's show, all recapped in their entirety, but replayed there on Sunday night, starting again at 9 o'clock. So the radio station, AM, FM, iHeartRadio, the internet, on our website. And don't forget, right now, we're live on our Facebook page. All you have to do is go to facebook.com if you don't have a Facebook page, or in either case, go to The Real Estate Show. That's The Real Estate Show, no spaces, no hyphens. And if you capitalize the first letter of each word, it seems to get there a little bit faster. You don't want to be late and miss any part of the radio show as we talk about all the things that we're mentioning here. And so, we have lately put a great deal of emphasis on the idea of home ownership, a great deal of thought and research helping out first-time home buyers. And so all of our conversations kind of revolve around all of that. And that's why when we were talking about yesterday, the non-financial benefits, then we talked about the financial benefits, the difference, the astronomical, the canyon-sized difference between owning a home. And yesterday I gave out the median household net worth of all homeowners in the United States is $255,000. Compare that with the median net worth of renters at $6,000. So where would you rather be? 255 or 6? 255,000 or 6,000? It's amazing. Then we talk about the financial security, which we talked about the equity, the appreciation, and the more predictable housing payments and so forth. All of that is on yesterday's show. And if you want to hear the in-depth conversation, the full show, which is dedicated to all of these things that we went into much more in depth, then just go to automaticlandlord.com and just click on, and you can listen to any one of the replays on demand 24/7. You can even download the podcast version and take it with you on your next road trip or flight or wherever you go. So that was how we sort of set the tone and set the stage for the week. Economic, financial, non-financial. The bottom line is owning real estate should be one of the must-do things for your financial future, period. And to take it to the next level, of course, is then once you have secured your own piece of the American dream for your own home, for your own shelter, for your own security, then you got to want to talk about having more real estate that can help generate income. In fact, we're probably going to have to dust off and bring out our conversation about the guaranteed $1 million retirement program by owning real estate. And in a nutshell, I'll tell you that if every college graduate, if every high school graduate, whether they decided to go to college or whether when they graduated high school and they decided to go out on their own, they bought their first house. Now, if you can manage to qualify to rent a house, let me tell you, you probably qualify to own a house. And I'm going to put the probability, what would you guess, 50-50? I'm going to put it at 90-10, 90%. Now, you may have gone to the wrong realtor, to the wrong mortgage broker, to the wrong bank, and they told you no. I will tell you that contact us and we'll show you, we'll point you in the right direction, put you with the right people so that the answer is yes. And that's what I'm going to spend the time today on our Tuesdays, tools, tips, and techniques. I'm going to tell you just a few, not even all, but just a few of the many techniques that we have that can take a first-time home owner. And by the way, did you know the real definition of a first-time homeowner is not necessarily someone who never owned a home before? That's true. You could have been a homeowner. You could have been knocked out by the Great Recession. You could have been knocked out by the pandemic. You could have been knocked out by divorce, disease, any number of reasons. In fact, it doesn't even matter. If you have not owned a home for 3 years, according to banking guidelines, government guidelines, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and all those alphabet soup of government agencies, if you have been out of home ownership for 3 years, you now qualify as a first-time home buyer. And for you, there are actually a whole bunch of benefits that are adding up. They're actually growing, not declining. The only thing I tell you is that don't take that as being complacent, because When the money runs out, the money runs out. But as more and more people, now one of our missions right now is to spread the good word, share the good word about these programs that are available. And so one of the things that we always do here on the Real Estate Show is we talk about let's talk about our smart line. The Real Estate Show has a smartphone number, and this is a smartphone number that is smart enough that when you type the right text word to this number, it will automatically either put you on the list to get the information, invite you to one of our many workshops that we have throughout the week. In fact, let me tell you, there's a really good workshop today. Tonight at 8 p.m., we are launching another one of our profit partners. These are our expansion team. These are folks that believed so much and liked so much what we were talking about here on the radio show. That says, Eric, I want to go out and tell more people. And now we're launching our second agency in the area of credit, because I'm going to tell you, it may sound like I'm beating this drum a lot, but that's because credit seems to be one of the biggest obstacles for folks out there. Whether it's having too much credit or not having enough credit, or the credit that you have has been tarnished, scratched, bumped, or bruised in some way, it's all repairable. You show me a person with a credit score that's not where they want to be, but who is coachable and cooperative, I'll show you the 700 credit scores in the making, and we'll get you there. So anyway, we have this workshop tonight at 8 o'clock, launching another one of our members here that now is taking this on the road and spreading the good word. So if you want to come and be part of the little celebration that we're going to have today at 8 o'clock, as well as launch their agency, we're going to give them as much of momentum and an impulse as we can. And so if you're interested in coming to that, then type the word credit to 561-861-2366. That's 561-861-2366. Enter the word credit. I will send you the information for a little launch party that we're having today about our newest disciple of good credit. So that's our Tuesday night. We're also going to have another credit workshop, not as much fanfare and everything, on Wednesday night. If you're interested, if Tuesday doesn't work out for you, but Wednesday does, it's going to be 8 p.m. both nights. All you have to do is type the word credit to our smartphone. I'm going to give it out again in just a second. The other thing, back to our conversation today and all of this week, which is the path to home ownership. And again, if you type the word path home, that's path, PATH, HOME, path home to 561-861-2366. I'm going to give you a copy of the report that I'm sharing with you today. So anyway, before I do that, if you want to own a home faster, if you want to get to home ownership faster, you're not going to want to miss the second part of this program. We're going to take a quick break, hear a few words from our sponsors, so don't touch that dial. You're listening to The Real Estate Show. My name is Eric Willner, and we will all be right back. Hey, Felipe, I see you're on there. Notice that we're back on the Real Estate Show Facebook page. We were somehow being impeded. I don't think it was a technical issue. I think it was a tactical issue, but we're back. And so hopefully those of you who saw the alerts, remember to go onto our Facebook page and click follow, because follow will alert everybody when we go live, whether it's here or on my personal page from time to time. So happy Tuesday there, Marianne. Good to see you. So make sure that you share. In fact, we want you to like, comment, and share this show out there. That's what helps us get the word out some more. But anyway, we're going to be on tonight for that celebration. And welcome back. Those of you just joining us, you are listening to The Real Estate Show, South Florida's #1 program about real estate, America's longest running program about real estate, and where homeowners and investors alike come to get good information, up-to-date information. Speaking about tomorrow is our midweek report, and there is a ton of things to report on this week. there's not been a week since this whole, the excitement of November has rolled into December, has continued on in January, and it's almost like the adrenaline in the marketplace. As you can see, we had yesterday the 6th straight day of gains in the stock market. Remember, stock market is usually a predictor of the future, and so with that's confidence that you're seeing, that is telling us that the road ahead looks pretty good. All political opinions and aspirations aside, what really matters here, of course, you remember, we're all Americans, and this is a country that obviously lives and dies by its ability to create and consume. And it sure sounds like the market sentiment, in spite of the pandemic, in spite of unemployment, in spite of everything else that may or may not have happened, it is looking to barrel forward. And I think that there's a lot of potential still in the marketplace, and hopefully you'll not be a spectator, and that you'll take advantage of what is ahead. And if you have some doubts and want to have a conversation with us directly, remember the smart word there is discovery. Give us a call. Let's have a discovery conversation. It could turn into a strategic plan for the future. It could turn into just a little bit more confidence and enlightenment about what to do in the real estate market. So text the word discovery for a private one-on-one conversation with yours truly. I'll give you a call. I don't call people that don't want to be called, but if you type the word discovery, it tells me that you want to have a serious conversation about moving the ball forward here in the area of real estate. The number again is 561-861-2366. So if you do want to get to home ownership faster, and here's the cool part. Now, I'm talking to first-time home buyers. Those are people who've not owned a home in the last 3 years. All of you, whether you ever did own a home, it's irrelevant. It's the ones that have not owned a home in the last 3 years. Then this is time to sit up and I'm going to say to wake up, because you're going to be missing out. If you're trying to save up more money to get into the marketplace, remember, you're going to be chasing up. If the market goes up another 5% this year, which I assure you, barring any unforeseen things happening in the marketplace, which can always happen, but barring anything that's not on the horizon right now, 5%, I will venture to say that the market will go up greater than 5% this year. But if you take the median home, which today in Florida is about $300,000, 5% is $15,000. To stay even in Florida, you would have to save $15,000, or you have to save more than $15,000 in order just to keep up. So I try to put the numbers to give you the advantage and the insight that waiting to buy when you have bigger savings, especially now when we have all these down payment assistance programs right now in the marketplace. And again, if you're interested in getting information about a purchase that you're going to make in the next 30 days, or you wish that you could make a purchase in the next 30 days, if you're thinking 6 months out, the things that I'm talking about, that might not even be available in 6 months. But if you're serious now and you want to get information about the down payment assistance, then type in the word DPA, or down payment assistance, DPA, to 561-861-2366. Now, credit, I think we've talked a lot about that, and we talked about tonight's workshop at 8 o'clock. If you want to come, type the word credit to our number. But credit repair, ugly credit, can be made pretty. And in fact, just before this radio show, I was on a conference call with our credit, one of our credit bureaus. Okay. And we were talking about how within 20 days, I can affect your credit score in 20 days, not 20 years, not 20 months, not even 20 weeks. Now, it depends on your particular situation, but what I'm saying is that this market is moving in such a way, and I predict that the market will continue to move in a very positive way. And so if credit is your obstacle, we can fix it. If down payment is your obstacle, we can fix it. If the mortgage is your obstacle, we can fix it. So here's the big summary of everything. Income Down payment and credit are the keys to your success when it comes to real estate. Adding more down payment and improving your credit steps you up more quickly, which is why I wanted to cover a couple of these things in our tools, tips, and techniques. Once I've given you the number, how to contact us. This is not for the amateur. This is professionals talking. If you went to the wrong realtor, the wrong mortgage broker that told you no before, give us a shot at taking a look at your situation now. And with the tools that we have ways to simulate credit scores to see how much we would need, if it's even possible. And we'll tell you with no cost, no obligation, whether you are homeownership material or not. You can do this yourself, and we'll teach you some of the ways that you can go out and do it. Or if you want to do it faster, we can show you how we can have it done for you. And like I said, in some cases, in less than 30 days, in as little as 20 days, we've done this. We have now this work for equity program, and working with some of our investors, you may be able to do some or all of the repairs, and that will build equity for you in the purchase of a home. So we have grant programs for work for equity. We have loan programs that have work for equity built into them, and even some of the resources to get some of the material even. There are bonus credits, and this is, I don't know what else to call them, because they fall outside of the square box. Conventional financing doesn't have this. It is only folks 30 plus years in the real estate business, having done private loans, commercial loans, conventional loans, government loans, you name it, we've seen it. That's what 21 years in the mortgage industry has done. And when you can earn credits and equity based on timely payments, imagine that, based on timely payments, and different special promotions that happen throughout the marketplace. Sometimes it's a tax credit. Sometimes it's a government incentive program. Sometimes it's a company incentive program, maybe even local to your area. We've got programs. I was looking at stuff in Nevada. I was looking at stuff in Florida. So it is location specific. That's what we want to do. We talk a little bit about how to accelerate your equity, sometimes with added payments, sometimes by restructuring your payments. So if you want to commit part or every extra piece of your paycheck, for example, to building up your down payment, we've got payroll deduction programs. Did you know that there were payroll down payment payroll deduction down payment assistance? Say that 5 times fast. But that's out there right now. And so our job right now is always trying to be finding out what people's wants and needs are, what their resources, where they're coming from, and then matching them with the right programs. We talked about family down payment assistance program. That's kind of a special thing. Government down payment assistance, IRA and 401k accounts. Did you know that there might be down payment money sitting right there that you can borrow from yourself and even pay yourself back at a profit? How do you like that? I'll talk about a win-win situation in other sources. So like I said, I was only going to be able to give you a few of the programs that could help you get into the property that you so deserve to own. If you're coachable, if you're cooperative, and if you want to talk to an expert in that field, type in the word discover, type it in and text it to 561-861-2366. Once again, that number is 561-861-2366. And all you have to do is either type the word path home, credit, discovery, and we'll know exactly how to handle the next step for you. Anyway, that's it for today's show. That's our Tuesdays tools, tips, and techniques. We'll be back again here, same place, same time tomorrow for our midweek report. You don't want to miss that. So until then, till 5 o'clock tomorrow, this is Eric Willner signing off again for the Real Estate Show. Drive safe, wash those hands, and make it a great day. Bye-bye. All right. That's a wrap.